So as I discovered in my last video, the cams aren't lined up. And I've taken this tire off over here. And this bolt there should be a hole back there. That's not lined up either. Actually, now that I look at it, looks like there's a yellow mark there and there that should have been lined up. I can see all this gasket sealer, so somebody's already been in here. Crank positioning sensor is new. I have to remove that to get to the bolt in the back to set the pin. So we're going to get our top dead center before we start taking everything down up here. Or maybe we'll take everything down from up here first. I don't know. I'll get the GoPro set up and I'll figure out. It's all got to get done, so it don't matter. So let's get the GoPro set up and we'll get started. I don't care. I just want this belt off and out of my way. I'll deal with putting it back on later. I've got to buy the stupid ass flat wrenches that it takes to do these serpentine belts. Then, you know, I think it's probably time that I do. I never had a problem in the past because normally they don't bury the tensioners at the bottom of the motor. So we'll just slide the belt off that way and we'll deal with it when the time comes. We'll get this light out of here just in case it's messing with the camera. Hopefully it wasn't helping a lot because I just screwed that up too. Go. And off to the front. There's not even room between the engine and this frame rail for the belt to fit through without twisting it. Belt is in really good shape. That's nice. Seems like every time I fix a car I'm replacing this. I'm going to go after this power steering pump. I'm going to imagine there's got to be a bolt or something underneath. Here's one. 3 bolts. As far as I can tell, it's 3 bolts right now. And those babies look like, I'm going to say 12 millimeters. Let's see. We're not taking you out, but we are going to tuck you away somewhere. How long are the lines? Not long enough? Not get long enough, huh? No? Alright, just chill right there then. See what else has to come off. Looks like this pulley here will have to come off, but the water pump itself does not. Mazda Sport torque specs back on everything. It would help if I was actually trying to loosen the bolts. I've been trying to tighten them again. Why I get mixed up and backwards with what's tightening and what's loosening is beyond me. I do it all the time. And there's no excuse here because I'm looking straight at the bolt. Still have that low compression with the timing set. More likely she's got some bent valves in it. Tight, but it doesn't seem like it's too bad to get to everything. Put all my bolts back in there. I'm glad I don't have to take off that alternator. But it is very tight. Oh. Let me get you in here. So we took the pump off from right here. Took the pump off from up here. Move that aside. Took the water pump pulley off. And this side, the whole timing cover's cleared up. I should be able to get to all of that. So then on the back side, it appears that this pulley right here, you see it, has got to come off, and then from there, that's it. We just got to support the motor, take this motor mount off, and yeah, start setting timing. This is going relatively smooth. That again looks like a 10 millimeter down there, and that again also does not look like it's going to let me get a socket in there. Let's see how tight it is. No, it's not very tight. It is not finger loose though. Why, Mazda? Why is that bolt so long? I'm about to hit the frame rail. I can't even get my fingers in there. Really? Alright, well, let's bring you down here. See if I can find a good spot for you. Here to adjust. Okay, gonna be right here. Alright. We are gonna get this crankshaft positioning sensor. Yeah, get that out of our way. I don't know if you can see it. Let's use a different finger. I gotta get that bolt out, and then you put your pin in there, and that's what gives you your top dead center. I'm gonna get this big guy out of there too. That's so funny. It's so funny, that whole harmonic balancer. That's why it's torqued so hard. Well, I got it off without breaking anything. Alright, time to just take all the bolts out of the timing cover. I bought this car thinking that it just needed a turbo, and here we are. Okay, so those aren't going to be too bad. They're pretty loose, but we got to support the engine and take the motor mount off. nice when they're not crammed full of this gasket maker. They just come right out like they're supposed to. Okay, I don't see nothing else down here except for this bolt. Just out of your view. And that bolt. Looks like a 14 to me. It's just a bigger bolt. Let me pick up all of these bolts here. And I believe it's time to support the motor. Not a bolt to nothing. This tensioner, I've got to get that to, I gotta push this in. Can't see with my hand anyway. I gotta push this in, figure out where the pin is that holds this, come up with my own pin, because the pin itself is gone. But I gotta collapse this, that'll loosen up the chain, and then we can set everything. Alright, so this camera's memory got full and it shut down and I didn't know it, and I got a little bit further before I realized it had shut down. So the GoPro was going, so I got a lot of it on the GoPro, but that battery died, so I should have stopped, but I kept going anyway. I wanted to get so far before I stopped. So we got the cam plate in over there. Let's turn on some lights. So we got this in. I just turn the cams here nice and slow, make sure no valves hit. Line those up. Then over here, not sure if it's on the GoPro yet or not, but I had to take the tensioner off. And then to reset it, I pushed it in, and I got my smallest Allen wrench clipped in there, wedged in there. So as soon as I pull that, it's going to set timing, or the timing will be set. And then we got to clean everything up, Now here's my bad situation. The pin that goes in the back here won't thread in. So what I ended up doing was I watched the piston with the borescope as I turn this, and right when it hits this pin, the piston is top dead center. According to that borescope, it's the best I can do because that pin don't want to, the threads are too small. And there's nothing else in this kit. I did get this one up in there, and these threads are too small, and the pin is too long. So that's the right pin, but the threads in it don't match this plug. So I looked at the piston here with the borescope as I got that set. So yeah, all I got to do is pull this Allen wrench out, maybe somehow. There we go. That's out of there. Timing chain is on. So it's definitely in time now. It's on all the way around. Good. That part's over with. So let's get this cleaned up. Get the cover back on. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure this hole is nice and clean, along with this hole. That way I can put a bolt all the way through and lock that thing in place, because when you go to tighten down your harmonic balancer, you'll twist this thing right out of time. You got to make sure nothing moves when you tighten that bolt, and everything just pinches together. So there we go. Alright, it stopped recording again for some reason. I'm not sure why. I had my GoPro charging, so I was relying just on this camera, and it gave up on me. I mean, it's just putting the cover back on. I made this bolt here because I didn't want the crank to spin, and then I realized, okay, that's going to hold the harmonic balancer, but that's not going to hold the crank from spinning. So only that pin kind of really does that. So what I did, I hope I'm not too close to the mic again, what I did is I again put the borescope down here, and I watched the piston while I tightened that bolt, and it never moved. So timing should be set. I'm thinking I'm going to check the compression. Hopefully don't spray oil everywhere. If it'll even turn over, because it does. I did disconnect the one ground. Is there any reason why I shouldn't turn this over right now to check compression? I mean, oh yeah, there is a very good reason. There's no motor mount. Alright, I'm going to try this. Hopefully I don't tear nothing up. Plate's out. The bolt's out down there. I don't know. I got a couple grounds disconnected, so it might not turn over, but I really want to see if I change the compression on 2. Nope. I didn't get any more compression out of it. I don't know if you can see it on that camera or not, but it's still at the, it's actually lower than 120. Wow. Well, so it looks like head gasket or bent valves, either way, I think the head is probably going to have to come off. I really hope that this was going to fix it. knowing that that compression didn't change at all after setting the timing, I know that I'm going to have to look at them valves. The only way to do that is to take off the head. So, until next time, please like and subscribe. It really does help my channel out. It helps YouTube show the videos around.